I'm sure a lot of people think this is meant to be a Char goof, but these are clearly Johnny Ridden's colors. Hello and welcome back to another Gunpla review. Today we're taking a look at the high-grade Gundam Breaker Battlogue Gouf Crimson Custom. Alright, starting off, as always, with the articulation. The head is on a barbell joint, though you pretty much only get the ball joint at the top. Can't really look up at all, can look down decently, and can get a full rotation. Also, the eye is on a moving track. The shoulders are on a forward-facing polycap, as well as a ball joint. Shoulder armor is attached separately, so it can get completely out of the way of the outward bend, giving you easily 90 degrees. Rotation at the bicep, 90-degree bend at the elbow, and as always, hands are on a ball joint. Also, this camera can flicky. Not a ton of movement in the waist, it's ball jointed, but the hoses kind of limit it a lot. Speaking of limited, hip skirts are basically solid. That said, there is a front to back rock in the hips, and the hips themselves are universal joints, meaning you can get about 45 degrees in any direction. There is also a thigh cut for a full rotation. It does bang against the parts in the hips a little bit, but it does work. You get a double jointed knee for a pretty good bend, and the usual Zaku style ankle. So the articulation isn't amazing, but that's because of the design of the suit rather than the engineering. And getting into accessories, let's start off as always with the sticker sheet, and by extension, color correction. Not exactly a big sticker sheet, just the eye and the camera. And as for color correction, technically there is none. The Crimson Custom being a build suit, let them just not bother with any of the colors that are normally supposed to be here. So this is fully color correct, though if you want to know what is missing from this design, you can go watch my review of the regular Gouf Custom. But getting into the accessories proper, get two closed fists, a right splayed hand, and two holding hands. A right and a the left one actually has a tab slot for this handle, meaning it is very securely on there. And here are the rest of the accessories, pretty much. All the weapons. You have the heat sword, shield, minigun, all connected together. This pigs on really easily. You just pull it off, stick the shield on, plug this in. Simple. And finally, you do get the really tiny little plug here, as well as the extended one, which is a bendy wire with the little grappling thing attached on the end. This just plugs into the arm. Sometimes it doesn't want to stick. This time it makes a liar out of me, because of course it does. And looks pretty good. Also, the build version actually comes with a couple of extra parts. A backpack, as well as a waist. And these are in case you want to take the torso or the legs and slap another kit onto them. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't really look that good. This one's specifically for the Barbatorus, and it just stretches the waist massively on this thing. Backpack is actually a pretty nice little extra accessory. You could plop this onto pretty much any kit that has the standard two pegs. And as for a quick size comparison, it's a goof, so you know, about the size of the average Gundam. So to wrap this review up, I have pretty much the same opinions on the Crimson Custom as I have on the regular Custom. Decent kit. The articulation's not amazing, but again, that's more because of the actual design. And at least this has a slight benefit over the regular Custom in that you don't have to paint anything. So if you want a goof and you want it red, this is a pretty solid option. Anyway, that's all for this review. Be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, helps a lot. Subscribe and hit the bell for future reviews. Go follow me on Twitter for updates. And consider supporting me on Patreon so I can keep making reviews just like this one. And as always, Until next time, happy building.